Hey there Facebook, I'm just going to do this really quick take 2 because my first video upstairs, I don't know what's going on in the room, but I have heaps of problems with the internet. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't get totally cut off and want to make sure that today's message is of value to you guys. And I might even walk you around the hallway after I finish it off and tie off today's message so you guys can see the crazy kind of place that I'm in, this really weird hotel. But let me just tie that off. So my message was that I wanted you guys to think about practicing overcoming your triggers rather than avoiding them. And you can go back to my last video for the examples in terms of family, but I think so many of us, we avoid everything that triggers us, and we end up, not getting the value, not getting the practice that we need in order to actually be successful and break through and no longer be triggered. And a great place to start with that is ultimately with family, because the example that I just used is with our families. We can oftentimes not see them for different family members. Maybe we only see them once a year, maybe at Christmas or something, and we're totally triggered in one way or another. And so what my idea for today's concept is all about is, instead of avoiding the things that really trigger you, because you end up going back and recycling old patterns, you end up kind of feeling like a 12-year-old when you go back into those relationships that you never really get the time to practice on kind of overcoming those challenges and those triggers. Instead of avoiding them, move toward them, move through them, move past them by actually practicing with them. And you can do that in terms of your relationships, any relationships where, you may try and avoid the conflict. Instead of avoiding conflict, walk toward it and get the practice and have a growth mindset to overcome it, instead of, just prolonging the experience and, using the analogy of, anything that stacks and triggers you, it's like holding a beach ball, trying to hold a beach ball underwater. At some point, it's just going to explode, and you end up creating more damage than you do making good. So instead of doing that, whenever you have the little different things that really trigger you, God, that thing's weird. I don't know what that is. But whenever we have those things that trigger us, instead to move toward it rather than away from it, give ourselves time to practice with the small stuff so that we can, instead of making the situation worse because we're not used to having conflict, we're not used to addressing the issues, and we're always avoiding them, instead of that, you look at every small opportunity as an opportunity for you to grow, learn how to manage conflict, and understand yourself and others way better by getting the practice and not avoiding any more. So let me definitely check in with you guys, but I also want to just show you guys what's going on here. Yeah, hang on. Look at this lady here. I don't know. It's like a museum. It's really cool. I don't know. This is a hotel, by the way. And got all sorts of things going on here, but let me check in with you guys. So I've got Phil and Shailendra and Sonula and James and Sam and Ashley and yes, Sam, I'm back. I don't know, this is really weird. The internet was just cutting off. And Tayeb, and loving that this is a great topic for you, Sam. And Yabays and Judy and Kathy and Peter and Tim and Jody and Alias and Ray and Sam. I like addressing the triggers and setting up boundaries. Boom, absolutely, that's awesome. And Ella Varison and Brett and Alice. Hi Jane, you are amazing. I love you. Oh, much love to you, my friend. Appreciate you being here. And yes, it is. It's like a museum. I'm going to take you around the corner in a minute. There's heaps of people here though, so just bear with me. And Alex and Peter from the Netherlands. That's so cool. I love when you guys are joining me from so many different places. But let me take you around. So I don't know what we're looking at. I can't tell you, but it's like really weird art, and there's motorbikes going on, and there's this really cool thing. Sam, I'm not leaving until I've got 2 more nights. So I think I've got 1 more night here in this hotel. is that right? Yeah, and then I've got another night with my family, my little nieces. Oh, this is cool. This is it is a bull made out of tins. So weird. I don't know what they are, but it's kind of weird and unusual sort of stuff. But I will probably tie it off here, guys, because I'm off to dinner and there's heaps of people around. So there's all sorts of people around. But thank you so much for joining me, and I'm super sorry that my internet cut out, so I couldn't give you guys a proper message properly, but wanted to check in, and just about to head out for dinner. And as always, I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you, to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, just like you. And thanks so much, guys, for joining me. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. And Justin, hope you catch the recording. Sorry, it's split over 2 today because the internet was crazy. But sending you guys all my love, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.